Hello everyone and welcome. Crash here. This is RTA Motorsports and we're going to be jumping into some more iRacing. The life of a sim rig. What's up? What's going on, brother? I've been seeing you've been streaming quite a bit lately as well. If you haven't checked him out, definitely check him out. He does not only sim racing but quite a bit of other games as well, and then his rigs are insane. He has a few rigs, not just one like we do. So definitely check him out if you ever get a chance. Life of a Sim Rig. He's in the chat right now. I don't know why chat's not popping up. Let's throw a little test in there. Sometimes it takes a little bit to oh, there we go. So sometimes it takes a little bit to actually pop up. Of course. Hey, I gotta be nice to you guys now because eventually I'm going to be begging you for support when your channel blows right by me, so. No, but seriously. Lots of different types of gaming, along with sim racing, and his sim cockpits are amazing. So definitely check him out. Check out his cockpit walkthroughs. And I like how a lot of your rigs are different from one another, you know? Kind of, it's inspiring me for when I get more room. I want to get rigs that are, you know, different from one another as well. Kind of have like a whole sim room set up where, you know, you have the flight sim, you have a few different racing cockpits that are different. So maybe one day. But yeah, let's jump into some more iRacing yesterday. Well, let's actually start with earlier in the week. So early in the week, we switch this over so you could all see kind of what's going on. Earlier in the week, we jumped into some iRacing for the Nordschleife Combined, which I absolutely love. And we finished that race P3. So that was absolutely incredible. Yesterday, we did a race at Spa, and it was a GT4 race. Unfortunately, we finished, I think it was like P15. We started P13. There was a lot of weird little things that were happening during that race. Car said it hit me when it was nowhere near me. Lots of little things there. We also had some freezing. So hopefully we don't have anything like that happen with us today. You know, let's get on track. We do have the motion rig going. Again, I do get this question often. What type of rig is it? It is a Prosimu T1000 AL. So this is the aluminum rig. I also have their steel rig, although I don't have the space to have it set up. So this is the T1000 AL. And it's a 3 degrees of freedom motion rig. So we do have 2 actuators in the front. I have the PRS 50 silent actuators. So right now we're in the Audi. This is the R8. It's a GT3 style race. We're at racing right now. This is just a practice server right now. Race should be starting in about 25 minutes or so. It's been a long time since I've driven here at Suzuka. I'm trying to remember all the lines. I think that one will definitely break way too early. So this is also a fixed race, so the setups are non-adjustable at these fixed sessions. Oh, this is going to be a crazy race session with all these turns. Suzuka's going to be crazy. Hopefully we make it. We went off a little bit.
Okay, right. To watch the track limits.
Good thing this is just practice. Turn. Whoops. I can't believe it's been so long. Jesse, what's going on, brother? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, oh, oh. I guess don't touch the curb. Oh, man. Let me see, because I was just updating the firmware on this wheelbase here. I see that the speed, the gear shift indicator isn't working. Oh, can't believe we just crashed out like that. Let's see. Let me see if it actually updated completely. We're getting pretty close to our goal of 10,000. So if you can, please like this video, subscribe, all those YouTube-y things. Yeah, it updated. I don't know why we're not getting a gear shift indicator. All right, so this just reset as far as the lights go, the LED lights. So I did initiate a firmware update, but I guess maybe you have to restart the program afterwards. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, there we go. So now it's working. You can see 2, 3. All right, there we go. Perfect. Beautiful. All right. Let's get back on track and let's get practicing again. Can't believe it's been so long since I crashed.
Everything's clear.
I gotta remember to set my mirrors before we actually do the race. Mirrors are all kind of set up a little wonky. It's what I do. It's what I do. It's in the name. We're actually getting some pretty good laps down. I don't know what I hit on my curb. But everyone, also, if you're watching this video, either live or at a later time, definitely subscribe to Cars and Coffees. He's much better racer than I am. Does a lot of good league races right now. You definitely check him out. He's doing a lot of iRacing races as well. Trying to get him to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. So definitely help me out. Check out his channel. If you like iRacing racing, definitely check him out. Of course. Oh, a little crab walk there. I think it's just a 25-minute race. It's the Fanatec GT3 Challenge series. It's going to be starting at 12:25, I think, or something like that. So it should be starting pretty soon. No, 12:15, I think. Let's do one more lap around here and then let's register for the race session.
This will be fastest lap for Felix 201.4.
Too much speed. Oh, there you go. The Indy 500, what? So how long of a race would that be? Way too hot.
You're outside track limits there.
Oh no. Well, this race is going to be interesting. Let's see. Let's actually get registered for the session. Yeah. It's not a terribly long race, at least. All right, so we're jumping out of iRacing real quick. We're going to get registered for the race session that's going to be occurring 15 minutes. So we don't have too much time beforehand. Definitely want to see if we could follow some people, because the one time we were following that AMG, we started actually doing pretty good. Again, it's been a really long time since I've actually raced around Suzuka, and then we're just jumping into the GT3. Why not? Let's see. Where is that race session? There it is. Fanatec GT3. It's a 20-minute race. So not terribly too long. It's going to start at 12:15 Pacific Standard Time. So again, if you all want to join into the race session, looks like so far they got 92 cars registered. I'll be 93. And then you're going to go to iRacing. You're going to go to the Fanatec GT3 Challenge. So just, you know, I think it's, what is it? A Class C or a Class, oh, it's a Class B race series. Okay. The official IndyCar series. Let's put this up on the screen up here. Kind of curious. I don't remember ever seeing an official IndyCar series. Huh. Is that what it's called? Official IndyCar series? Or let's see. Let me actually, I like how they have the filters now. And tags. Let's see. Oh, there we go. So you could just filter just by IndyCar. So they have the IndyCar Fixed, which is 22 laps. The IndyCar Open Series, which is 80 laps. They're both racing the Dallara IR18 right now at Indianapolis. And then they have the IndyCar Racing Series, which is, like you were saying, 125 laps. Again, the same Dallara IR18. And then they have the US Open Wheel C Indy Pro 2000 Series at VIR right now. And that's just a 20-lap race. But they're racing the Indy Pro 2000 PM18. So that's cool. There's like 3 different ones you could go on. So you could just do the IndyCar Fixed. Kind of just get a quick feel for it. That race looks like it happens pretty often. The other 2, they have a race that starts at 1 p.m. So you could actually start at the 22 lap, work your way to 80, and then go to the 125 lap. That's pretty cool. I like that.
42 Celsius.
Yeah, so they both have the IndyCar Racing Series and the IndyCar Open both start at 1 p.m. Today. So there's actually a race coming up soon. But the IndyCar Fixed Series starts at 12:15. That's only a 22 lap, so I'm sure that's a very quick race session. Never really followed the IndyCar. Let's see, let's get everything back on the screen here. So far for this race session, we got 132 cars registered. Let's see. Let's get on track. Let's do a few laps while we're waiting.
Looks like you're clear on the exit.
Before we exit pit lane, let me fix my mirrors real quick because that is something that's very much bothering me. A little bit distracting as well. There we go. There's that one. All right, cool. So we're all set up. We got the mirrors set up. Let's get on track. I'm actually going to wait for this guy, Igor Balthazar George. He's about 30 seconds back. We'll just wait for him to come around so that way we can follow him a little bit. Looks like Troy just came in pits. I'm sure the pits are going to get pretty busy. Oh no, he just dropped out. There we go. So Troy's coming up. Let's follow Troy. Really wide. So it feels really good, actually. I'm still kind of messing around with the settings a little bit. It's definitely a stronger wheel than I was expecting. I was expecting 5 Newton meters to feel a lot less than this. So yeah, I'm actually really liking it. I like that, you know, you have the shift indicator on the wheel, even though I don't really utilize it. But for the price, it's an extremely impressive wheelbase. Probably only should have stayed in second gear there. One thing I thought was, you know, putting this wheel on this rig is going to feel really out of place, and it doesn't. It actually feels just fine. Little unintended positive that I discovered was I could put my keyboard behind the steering wheel now that I have all that room back there. Oh!
Still there. Clear to your left.
Come on, Igor. You just came in and smacked us. It was 0 times I got
Watch your speed.
brought up to a 4 times. But yeah, so the wheel doesn't feel out of place. No problem, Igor, no problem. Which is nice. The only thing that I will give it a critique on, and I'm still trying to figure it out, and that's why
It's now 39 Celsius.
I haven't done the full review yet. I'm still trying to get the settings figured out because it's a strong wheel. You could feel what the car's doing very strong, right? So you do get that, you know, loading of the tires. You do feel the texture of the road. You do feel like when you go up on a curb, but the sharpness of the curb, the actual vibration from the curbs are not that strong. So like finite road texture, it feels like there's a filter over it. So these are the settings that we're running with now, just so you could all kind of see. Let's go to parameter. So natural dampening, I have that all the way down at 3%. Natural friction, I'm trying these new settings. I think I'm gonna put that up. I have it down to 10. Inertia 0. Idle spring 0. Game effects. CF filter is at 62. And it's a constant force effect low pass filter frequency. Helps prevent oscillations. Q factor is at 100, and that was actually recommended to me by another YouTuber. So, but I think I'm gonna bring up natural friction because I did last time. I actually really liked how that felt. I felt like a lot of those things were starting to come through again. I'm gonna try this again. Oh, race is actually starting now, and we'll give that a shot and see how I like it. Maybe with both of them up, it'll actually start feeling a little bit closer to how I would expect. But you see how the curbs are right there? They're very sharp. You kind of feel it, but not really. But I mean, the wheel like will move you to show that you're going up on the wheel. You feel that loading, you feel it, but it's just a very finite vibrations you're not feeling. So what track would you recommend that has 3D curbs? I don't know what new tracks have the new 3D curbs. Okay. I'll just look them up and see.
Your exit's clear. Don't cross the white line. Track temperature's rising. It's now 46 Celsius.
Okay. I'll have to check those out. I think putting up the natural friction kind of helped a little bit. It's still a really strong wheel. Like it's pulling itself around in my hands. It just with my AccuForce Pro V2, like in the software, you could adjust specific aspects of the track, like road vibrations, road bumps, suspension load, curbs. Like curbs has its own settings, so I'm kind of used to that, you know. Let's make sure that the weather is going to be good. All right, track is dry. All right, qualify.
Exit looks clear. Alright, mate, we've got 2 laps. Let's get this done.
Oh no, what am I doing? Don't hit the wall. What am I doing? Why did I go up on the grass? Gotta reset to the pits? Come on. Hopefully I still have enough time. Sebring and Fuji, okay. I'll check out Sebring. Gotta go out wider. Gotta double apex that corner. I'm like cutting in too soon and it's pushing me way out. Started to get on the throttle too soon. Gotta be a little bit more patient.
place.
Oh, that last lap didn't count. I was right there. Oh no. Big Tech, C5's behaving really well. So, like I was just talking to Jesse about at Cars and Coffees, the wheel itself is strong. It is actually very strong. You can feel the loading of the car. You can feel what the car is doing, and it makes it for like a really immersive, fun driving experience, especially for the price. It's incredible. But fine detail, like when you're driving up on the curb, feeling the vibrations of the curb. That you feel, but it's very slight in comparison to feeling the car loading up going on the curb. Like it pulls you almost, right? But then you feel a very slight vibration. So one thing that Jesse was, I know, right, Jesse? So one thing that we were talking about was possibly trying it at Sebring and Fuji that have the new 3D curbs. See if that feels better. Also, I need to try it a lot more in Assetto Corsa Competizione, as well as other titles as well. You know, maybe even some rally titles. EA Sports WRC, I just updated that, so that way I could do some practice around that as well. So we definitely have some more testing to do. You know, iRacing itself, though, has been an amazingly fun experience, and it's been holding up really well, even on the motion rig, getting slammed around. So no complaints so far. So this is going to be a 20-minute race session. Let's see how many cars we have. We got 19 cars in this session. Probably would have ended up moving up to P12. I mean, I probably only would have moved up one position if that other lap would have counted. So not the end of the world. Just would have moved up one position. Would have been on the left lane. All right, so I don't feel that bad now. Yeah, for the price, I mean, you know, when you're comparing this to like the Logitech offerings or some of the Thrustmaster offerings, I think it's absolutely incredible that, you know, now we have access to a direct drive wheelbase. You know, when I was doing a lot more drifting when I had my Thrustmaster TX, I absolutely loved my Thrustmaster TX. Felt like I had it dialed in for drifting, but I ended up killing the motor every time I would catch the drift and push it. 0.5 a second. Okay, so maybe it would have moved me up a few more positions, but you know, these direct drive wheelbases are really durable in that sense. Here we go, guys.
It's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes.
I hear some crunching. Almost got hit from behind. Audi was driving really recklessly almost and aggressively.
Starts okay, now find your groove.
Don't want to upset the car. Oh. Almost got nailed by that Porsche. Oh, him and the McLaren are bouncing off each other behind us. Woo, this is getting, this is making me, tighten up. That ended up counting as an off track. Put half the car off. Yeah. It's making him look like he's driving a lot more erratic than he probably really is. Woo, big incident there that we made it through. I thought for sure we were going to end up going into one of those cars. Good thing he held it against the wall. I saw him hitting the gas pedal and pushing his car against the wall. Get out of everyone's way. Thank you for doing that. That is a noble move. Noble move, for sure. That was a good pass.
Track temps increasing. It's now 47 Celsius.
Oh, they ended up going into each other right there. That Audi just pushed that Lambo out of the way. He said, don't turn in my turn. This is my turn. Sir, you're not supposed to be pushing each other. It's not Prison Rules GT3. Oh, what are you doing?
Okay, right. Track temps, keep between the lines.
Come on.
We'll need to pit for repairs. We'll be called in by the stewards.
I don't know what that was about. My keyboard fell as well. All right, let's get out of the car. See if I can reach my keyboard. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. Let's look. I mean, did I do something wrong? I don't think I did. Knocked my keyboard from my motion rig. It went flying. All right, so we got the Porsche behind us. It seemed intentional, right? Yeah. Oh, he just wrote that. That is... What is that magnetic shit? Yeah, what was that?
Okay, right. 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
Was that... Yeah, that was him. Yeah, that's so strange. All right, we're almost back from towing. Let's see what the damage is going to look like. I guess? Because that's what he's kind of alluding to as well. Required repairs 20 minutes. We're out. We are out. I'm going to ask him, cars hooked together? Because judging by, he said motherboard, I guess, or MB, I guess, if anyone knows what else he could mean besides motherboard. Seems like he's talking about motherboard issues, maybe. Let's change his view over. Because it was like... Yeah. Oh, yeah, the car's like hooked together. Yeah, look at that. He ended up kind of going in my car. All right. Yeah, look at that. I thought he was turning the wheel to the left. But, yeah, it does look like the cars kind of, like, got stuck together somehow. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it kind of looks like we, you know, I was ahead. So he came up on the inside, and it looks like as soon as he was making his move, the cars just somehow net-coded through one another and got stuck together. Oh, that's frustrating. All right. Let's switch this over. Being that we have a little bit of time now, that wasn't intending on having. Let's go to Sebring and just do a little test of the curbs. I can't believe it. Ah! All right, so apparently Sebring has 3D curbs. We'll drive the BMW M4 GT4 there. And we'll see what it looks like. Or feels like, I should say. I'm very happy this camera is still working. Somehow or another, I think the HDMI port of this camera actually broke. So yeah, I don't know, Big Tech. I mean, I'm gonna just assume and assume it was an innocent sort of. He came up next to me. We barely touched, which should have been like a 0 times, and we move away from each other, and somehow he got linked into my car. I'm gonna assume it wasn't intentional, especially being that it kind of showed him like phasing in and out of my car instead of us just like, you know, crashing into each other. Kind of looked like he was phasing into the car, which could have been like a netcode thing. We had a netcode issue yesterday when I was racing where, and I made a short about it. Made a right on turn 1, came out wide. I was on the curb driving, didn't hear anything, didn't feel anything, and it just said car contact 4 times. I'm like, what the heck? Like, no one was near me. There was no one there. When I looked at the replay, there was a car about a car length away from me that came up next to me and spun out. But he was literally like maybe more so like a half a car away from me. But yeah, he wasn't anywhere near me. Came up next to me and then like overcooked the turn and spun. But it says that he hit me and he was nowhere near me. And it affected my safety rating, of course. So, all right. So let's drive around Sebring here and let's see what these curbs actually feel like. One thing I'm noticing is I am doing some game capture behind, and it is showing a little bit. So let's bring that in. So that can be a little distracting. But yeah, this camera, it somehow the USB port broke on the inside, so I had to like push the cable in really hard, and you know that's kind of why I'm a little bit like a statue and not moving too much. So that way we don't risk the cable jumping out. But oh yeah, you feel a lot more of the road texture in this track. Let's get some heat in the tires. You just feel generally more feedback on this track. Can't really say I felt much of that. I heard it, but I didn't really feel the individual vibrations. I'm more so getting a lot of feedback of the track itself. Felt that curve. Felt that curve a lot. It seems to be, it depends on felt that one quite a bit too. It seems to be based on like the suspension more than like suspension loading. So like if the suspension's loaded and the inside tire is being pushed up and then there's vibration, I feel it. But just like normal vibration through the steering wheel, like on flat curbs, I feel barely. So it might just be, and not even that it might just be, I could almost bet that it's just their software and their tuning. And it's not bad. Like that curb there, I feel quite a bit. Okay, so that one I felt the individual, we're going off. And then this one here I feel as well, quite a bit. So it's like, it's from one curb to another, it depends on what's going on, but it really kind of seems to almost depend on what the suspension's doing. Oh no! Oh! Going from a GT3 to a GT4 takes a little bit of an adjustment period. Probably should have just loaded up with the same car I was just racing with, so I wouldn't be so thrown off. See this curve? I didn't feel anything really from there. I feel more of the road texture. So let me actually pull up the Cammus software real quick. Let me adjust some of these settings down, back down to where we were recommended to have it. So the power is all the way at 100. And then, yeah, so this is exactly what we had before. All right, so let's do that. So all we pretty much did was lower dampening, which was at 3% to 0, and natural friction, we lowered that down. Okay, okay. Getting a little bit more vibrations from the road. Felt that one. Okay, I think I am feeling a little bit more on this track with the recommended settings that I was given. Oh yeah, that curve especially, you really feel each individual piece of curving. Yeah, okay. Yeah, now I'm feeling them. Yeah, that made a huge difference. We're going off. Yeah, this is a lot better. Even with your wheel, you notice the difference in the new curves. Also with the new tires as well, grip is different with the new curves. It just also seems like, did they also update the road texture on this? It looks a little different. Almost looks a little bit more realistic as far as the texture of the road surface as well. It just feels a little bit more alive. No, actually, I'm gonna have to start heading to work. I'm heading to work a little early today. Jesse, you're gonna have to really borrow this wheel, bud. I'm really curious what you would think with it down on your rig. I got a few more videos for myself to make, but you're a better driver than I am. You're in the top splits and all that, and you got your setup completely dialed in. Just kind of curious what you would think of this, you know, this wheel. Hey, you can actually feel the differences going from one side of the track to the other. Yeah, that's awesome. Even my rig is responding differently depending on what side I'm on. That's awesome. Thanks for letting me know about Sebring. I would definitely have to run Okayama and kind of see how that is as well. But all right, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed. Sorry, it's been it was actually a unfortunate end to a pretty cool race. We definitely have to try it again. It's only the start of the week, so I'm sure. Well, no, it's Friday. What am I talking about? It's only the start of the week. But we're gonna get other opportunities to race at not Sebring. Wow. What track was it? My brain's having a hard time. But in the Fanatec GT3 challenge, we're gonna have more chances to redeem ourselves from the weird magnetic sort of incident that happened where our cars got hooked together. I'm not really sure what caused that. It's probably just another netcode issue 2 days in a row. Can't get away from it. Yeah, definitely need more caffeine, without a doubt. I have my mushroom coffee kind of going downstairs right now, and it's waiting for me. It's cooling down right now. I definitely need it. But everyone, stay safe, stay happy, and as usual, I catch you all next time. If you have any questions about the Cammus C5, definitely post them in the comment box below. Thank you, everyone. Check you next time.